Hi, I'm Holly Copsey of Virtually Priceless, and this is episode 34 of VPTV. Each week I share my tips on productivity and learnings from growing my agency business over the last 6 years, all with the aim of helping you to save precious hours and therefore money in your own business. Today we're focusing on the value of outsourcing for business leaders and startups in particular, as outsourcing can save time, increase efficiency, and help you focus on core business activities. If you've reached breaking point in your business and realised it's time to get some help, but you've never worked with outsourced providers, it can feel overwhelming and often hard to know where to start. I'm going to break down the process into 5 simple steps so that you can take action. The first step in the process is to audit your daily and weekly activities to identify which tasks you undertake that are repetitive, administrative, or low skill but highly time consuming. If you focus on the low value but highly time sapping tasks and learn how to delegate these, you'll have more time for higher value activities such as business development or client engagement. This list might include items such as email management, diary scheduling, booking travel, handling recruitment administration, or processing expenses. Once you've identified the tasks where you shouldn't be spending your time, it's time to consider the areas where you lack expertise. Many startups and smaller businesses don't have in-house know-how in areas like marketing, HR, finance, or IT, so you may find yourself wearing many hats and handling all the responsibilities in these roles. By outsourcing to experts such as virtual marketing assistants, graphic designers, bookkeepers, or IT specialists, you can fill the gaps in your skill set, ensure high quality work is delivered, and most importantly, save precious time. Remember, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Focus on what you do best and delegate areas that need special attention but aren't your core competencies. This could be social media management, website development, or processing payroll. Once you've identified the types of tasks or general area you want to outsource, I'd recommend you start with a clearly defined, manageable task or project rather than outsourcing too many tasks at once. This lets you test the process and assess the value. You could pick something like blog writing, customer support for an event, or bookkeeping for a quarter, and use that to see how outsourcing fits with your workflow. It takes time to build trust and hand over the reins, particularly if you're not experienced at delegating. So once you see how a VA or freelancer performs, you can decide whether you want to increase their responsibilities. Most likely you'll never look back and quickly see the value of having so much time back in your own day. Choosing the right outsourcing partner is crucial, so spend a bit of time researching options and getting this right. Whether you're hiring a virtual assistant, freelancer, or agency, it's important to ensure they fit your needs. Make sure you're assessing not only for skills and the right experience, but also how well they align with your company's culture and values. Check out episode 32 of VPTV for more on this particular topic. I would always recommend seeking out recommendations from those already in your network and reviewing testimonials or portfolios to ensure you're choosing someone reliable and who has the right skills. The final step is to set clear expectations and ensure you are communicating effectively with your new outsourced team member. Being upfront about expectations and the goals for the task you're delegating is vital. If you're able to create standard operating procedures, SOPs, or step-by-step guidance to ensure the outsourced support knows how tasks should be handled, that's really helpful, even if it's just recording your screen while you carry out a particular task the next time you do it. Think about using a tool such as Slack, ClickUp, or Asana to aid your communication, and make sure you schedule regular check-ins to review progress, provide feedback, and make adjustments. I share more advice on communicating with a VA in episode 17 of VPTV, so do give that a watch to help you get it right from the outset. So let's quickly recap the 5 steps you need to work through. Number 1, identify your repetitive tasks. 2, consider the areas where you lack expertise or experience. 3, start small. 4, choose the right partner. And 5, set clear expectations. Now you have these 5 steps laid out. When are you going to get started? I would urge you to begin with auditing your tasks and pinpointing one area to outsource. Starting small makes the process less overwhelming, and you can dip your toes in and gradually hand some duties over. And remember, outsourcing is a strategic way to scale a business, save time, and focus on your core priorities. If you still feel stuck on how to get started or want any advice on topics we've covered today, please do get in touch and we can have a quick chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for episode 35.